It's the 14th of April 2009, and we have another special guest here today as part of our centenary celebrations, Mr. Brian Langton. Welcome, Brian.
Lovely to be here.
Thank you. Okay. The early days, before you came to Cognamarra, where were you born?
I was born in Maroubra in 48, and the parents moved to Carlton in about 53. I started primary school at St Pat's of Cogra, came to Morris Brothers in 57 in 4th class.
How many kids were in the class? Big classes, I'm sure, in those days?
Big class, there was 70 in the 4th class. Our teacher was, I can't remember, I'll think of it in a minute. But there were 70 in the class, in the old building over where the
basketball
courts are now.
Yeah.
And then in high school to 1964, when it was going to be 64.
Who were the principals? Can you remember any of the principals?
Yeah, I think there were only two. Brother Lawrence, when I started here, and then Brother Frederick, who, it's funny, you know, you have a relationship with the fellow who's your principal, and then after you leave school and you meet them as equals, it's quite a different relationship. And I see him a lot now. He's
going well, isn't he? Yeah.
Well, he's a great bloke.
Yeah.
A great bloke.
That's right.
He's been very good to me over the years.
Good. In your time here, mainly just brothers, no lay teachers?
There were a couple of lay teachers. In fact, I seem to recall in 4th or maybe 5th class in about 58, there was, I think he might have been the first lay teacher,
right.
and that was Mr. Bruce.
Right. The name rings a bell.
Then there was another one, Mr. Kugel, I remember, but there weren't too many.
No.
There weren't too many. Even going right through to 64, there still weren't a lot of lay teachers. Now, there are some brothers that sick of the memory. I remember Brother Bernard, who was our 6th class teacher, and he was a great bloke, in high school, I remember Brother Rayful taught us Latin. But they're all pretty good memories. They're not. I've got to say, they're not terribly clear memories.
No,
but they're good memories nonetheless.
It's a few years now, isn't it?
What's that? 64. That's
45 years.
45 years.
45 years ago. Yeah.
I can barely remember what I did yesterday.
That's right. Okay, you leave Cogra at the end of 64. So what do you do after that edition?
I always had an idea of wanting to get into politics.
Sure.
So I had a range of jobs, all designed to get me there. I became an elected politician in 71 when I first got elected to Cogra Council. I stayed there till 83. I was the mayor of Cogra back in about 79, 80.
Sure.
And then in 83 I was elected to the State Parliament where I stayed until 99.
And that was the seat of Cogra itself?
Seat of Cogra,
yeah. And your time in State Parliament, about 6 or 7 years?
It was 16.
Right.
From
16,
83 to 99.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. After Parliament?
After Parliament, I started my own small consultancy business.
Sure.
I was appointed by the government to the board of my electricity companies, Transgrid, where I stayed for about 8 years. And about a year ago, the government appointed me chairman of Sydney Ferries, which is a bit of a challenge.
Bit of a challenge. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yes.
It's a fabulous organisation.
Right.
You know, I hate to use the word iconic because it's overused, but
yeah,
Sydney Ferries are iconic for Sydney. You know, you think of Sydney, you think of
the ferries,
Harbour Bridge,
and the Manly Ferry. Yeah.
Manly Ferry, the Opera House, and that's about it. So it's a great job, and it's one that I'm trying to improve. There's some problems there, but we're getting through them pretty well.
That's good. That's good. Well, again, we'd like to thank you for giving up your time today to
Pleasure.
talk to us in our centenary year. And you'll join the other luminaries on our website.
Yes.
And again, we thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure, and I've got to say, I always have fond memories of my days here, and I still keep in touch with a lot of the blokes I went to school with.
So you're saying? Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Very fun.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.